Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome to Tuesday night.
It's that time again. It's time to create a food.
Your favorite thing.
I do really love to create a food. Creating a food is actually very wonderful, thank you, yes. How's everyone doing tonight?
Adrian says, we can cook on Tuesdays? Yeah, we can.
It's possible, yes.
It works best this week if it's Tuesday, so.
Yeah, this week is a Tuesday week.
Mm-hmm. Some weeks feel like a Tuesday week, you know?
Brandon says, sounds like a twister is coming. Oh wait, that's the oven. It is my personal hell. All of the appliances in this house are worse. And we can't replace them because it's not our house. It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, how's everyone doing this Tuesday? I keep forgetting it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. We have a subscription from Aleli 18107. Thank you, welcome. We also have a subscription from Zenhin, welcome. Also from Wild Ruffian, welcome to you as well. Chess says, I'm having a good day's Tuesday.
It's a good day's Tuesday. That's what Chaz was saying.
Very Chaz.
You have to read it like that.
We have a 2-month resub from Paint Shipper, and we also have one from Gold Mage, and from Pete Cal. We have a subscription from Genesis, welcome. Bella Bunny gifted a sub to Calzones are good.
Correct.
They are. Ricotta is one of my favorite cheeses.
I do like a ricotta.
Yeah. I love it when there's places that put it on pizza.
Do like ricotta.
We have a 2-month resub from Rowlet Hoot and from Anise and from Tachi Gamer 96. 300 bits from 4Tweetheart. Thank you for teaching me how to cook, Mal. I love your recipes. Thank you. This is actually a recipe I haven't made in a very long time.
I think it might have been a decade.
The last time I made it, I broke my pizza stone. I haven't made it since I had the steel.
Yeah, I don't think we'll break the pizza stone today because it is a pizza steel.
It is a pizza steel.
If it breaks, that would be wild.
Yeah, it would.
We'll cross our fingers.
We have 303 bits from Bella Bunny. I have a fun calzone story. The night before my wedding, Sasquatch and I got 12 calzones from a local place, and my close friends joined us on the beach for a sunset and drinks with calzones. It rocked.
I love that.
That sounds amazing.
I love that. I mean, so like the calzone, right? Calzone is a hand food.
Yes.
Like when you first get it, it's piping hot and it will burn you. But if you give it a little bit of time, that sucker's a hand food. It's like what do they call the things that I have never eaten? But
empanada?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but
a ham pie?
No. From the freezer section. Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
I've never had a Hot Pocket, I'm pretty sure. But the calzone is basically a good Hot Pocket, right?
Yeah.
Or is that more of a stromboli?
I don't know. From what I understand, strombolis have sauce. 300 bits from Nemo from the Hills. Cal's own?
Yep. This is Cal's own calzone.
Yes.
And special shout out to Cal, wherever he may be.
We have a subscription from Aveline, welcome. We also have one from Rated V123, welcome. We have 500 bits from runT.exe. Hope the calzone is fun. I have leftover takoyaki I need to eat. LOL, thanks, air fryer. That sounds delicious.
I've never had takoyaki.
Really? Surprised.
You're not too surprised.
I'm not too surprised.
You're not too surprised.
We have a subscription from Kenwood Noob, welcome. And 300 bits from the Let's Play Baseball Curse. So can I like mail order or DoorDash? I want calzones. You can.
Place a mail order or a DoorDash. Yeah, I don't think we can deliver.
Not from me, but you could get one from your local place.
Yeah,
mine won't be hot.
Yeah, and I guess it really depends like where you are.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, you coughed into your
sorry.
mic. Oh, you killed them. Oh, try not to do that. You have to do one of these.
Tickle in my
you have to
throat.
do one of these.
Okay. I'm not used to having a laugh.
It is very different. It is very different.
We have a 2-month free sub from Never Challenge the Chat, and new subscriptions from PK Owl and K-Den Ren Bobita. Welcome. Listen, Steven did it last week.
It's true. It's true. So having labs is somewhat unfamiliar. We don't use labs a whole lot, so we're just out here doing our best.
We had a 2-month free sub from Foss Extreme. Thank you. Alex wants to know if we're making calzones with grandma sauce.
Well, I think the grandmas are inside.
In the San Marzanos?
Yeah, they're Italian grandmas.
That
yes.
grow the best San Marzanos. Fresh out of grandma's.
They grow them. They grow. They're not. Oh, that changes a lot.
What does grandma sauce entail? We don't know.
Yeah, we ordered pizzas on. First off, for anyone that wasn't here for breakfast stream, I just want to say that we are eating calzones tonight, coming off of several days of pizza, because we ordered a lot of pizza on Sunday. So I've had a lot of pizza, and now I'm going to have a calzone, which is just, completely different product.
True.
But when we were ordering the pizzas on Sunday, one of the pizza options that we did not get, but it was like, was it a grandma pizza with grandma sauce?
I don't remember. I was not involved in the ordering.
It sounded interesting, but it also sounded boring because it was like only basil.
Yeah.
It was like, there's basil and there's cheese. I'm like, is there anything else?
Nope.
The grandma sauce. I'm like, what is grandma sauce? Well,
Haley says, I tried to get them to order it, but all of them were cowards.
It's less about cowards and more about, I don't know that this will be worth the cost. But I am very curious what grandma sauce is. Grandma has a very basic herb garden.
It's only basil.
Come to Grandma's garden. We've got basil and basil and basil and basil.
Haley, that's my oven. It just does that. It's loud.
Oh, Haley says there's no music. Oh, no, there is music. Which I really... I hate if you're not hearing the music and you're only hearing the oven whistle.
I hate that.
I hate the oven.
I really hate that.
If I lived here...
And I just walked over closer to it, so...
Your oven turns off the music. There is music playing. Oh my God. They can't hear the music. There it goes.
I thought we were having a spooky cooking stream. A little bit.
It was a low music. It got... Popsky was exploring the dynamic range of music there. There it is. We can only play the loud songs when the oven's on.
Fossix gifted a sub to Calzone, and we also have 300 bits from Colin the Game Boy. So you could say you were having pizza all day and every day. The cheese around the clock is getting you blocked.
I had that song stuck in my head the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it's because I was actively eating pizza when I thought about it, and I was like, oh, this could be bad. Well, it would be bad if I was a normal boy, but I'm not, so it's fine. I don't really run into that problem.
Sorry, there was something on the counter I was looking at. So I need to get started. I have a filling to make and a sauce to make, and I need to get out a pan. Like
Okay.
this one.
Fossix gifted a sub to Calzone.
I read those.
The Calzone. Oh, Haley says, I've never experienced cheese blockage, but I'm powerful and from Wisconsin. I think those are just synonymous. 300 from Colin the Game Boy. It says, oh wait, you read that.
I did. Like I said, I
didn't-
read those.
I just didn't clear it. I've been doing it. Sorry. It's fine. Bell Bunny gifted a sub to Ghost Oven. 300 from Antiherosaurus says, since you're making calzones, does that mean cheese hammer is coming back? Cheese hammer is useful for frozen cheese.
Ricotta is very much the opposite of that.
Yeah, it would splatter everywhere, and that would actually be bad. It's the opposite of what we want.
Here?
We also have a subscription from Node Sandwich. Welcome. Ow, Kurt, your cheese. Chad says the opposite. It's molten. Love it when it's molten.
So I started by preheating my oven to 400 with my pizza steel in there.
Yeah.
You could probably do this on a sheet pan, but it's gonna be crispier and better on the steel, so. And I also pulled out the dough that I got from the store, like a bit ago.
Well.
And I'm gonna start by making the filling, which involves sauteing some stuff. But I'm gonna move stuff over here out of my way of the pan.
We also get a subscription from Jared Dillon.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And, 500 bits from Vagabond, who says, so the George Old Fashioned basically tastes like a screwdriver with rum. The funkier the rum and higher proof, the better. Not bad this time, Steven. Thanks. I invented a drink on Breakfast Stream.
You did invent a drink this morning.
Everyone who creates the drinks that I suggest does so at their own peril, as I do not know what on earth I am doing. I know words. I'm like an executive that's got like the buzzwords, like we gotta use the cloud.
And the QR codes.
We gotta use the
QR codes, kids love QR codes.
QR codes to get
the
into
other
the
buzzwords.
MySQL databases. They're in the cloud, and then we put some rum in it. Anyway.
Becca says, the metaverse.
We gotta get them into the metaverse. It's true. Oh.
What?
Nothing, I just realized.
What did you realize?
I just realized I have some settings that I was using for the Patreon video.
Uh-huh. Not for stream?
And not for stream, so I'm gonna adjust them. There we go.
Renee wants to know if the QR code can cook Renee's dinner.
If a QR code can cook?
Yes.
That's my least favorite children's book.
So what I'm going to be doing in a second, once my pan is hot, is I'm going to saute some garlic and red pepper flakes.
Okay.
And I need 1/4 of a teaspoon, not a full teaspoon, because that would be a lot of red pepper flakes. And that's going to get sauteed. Also, fun story, our garbage disposal is broken.
It's true.
Which means that we can't run the dishwasher also. And we can't use that side of the sink. So we've been hand washing everything, which has been real great.
Yeah, it's bad actually is the word you were looking for. It's real not good.
Yeah.
But we're managing. They're gonna fix it.
Maybe Friday.
Maybe Friday.
Maybe Friday.
That would be cool. Be nice to have one of those again.
It would be. All right. You are warm. So I'm putting 3 cloves of minced garlic into this.
I'm coming.
Slash maybe a little more than that because I don't measure that.
Oh my God.
Are you stuck?
No, it's this really, it's fine. I'm doing fine. Okay.
Hot. Ow. This just needs a little saute.
Don't we all?
Yeah. The house has been chilly today, so it's kind of nice. Oh no, don't ignite again. It turned a nice pretty orange color because of the red pepper flakes.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's a little different. It's cute.
That seems good. It smells really good. So that's gonna go in here.
Okay.
Because we're making our filling first. And that's probably super hot. It's not bad, but the glass was cold, so it's cooling down right away. And to this, we're gonna start adding our cheese for the filling. So I decided to make things easy because we don't have a dishwasher or half of our sink.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
So I didn't bother to like shred any cheese or anything, so I'm just gonna do this like this. So it's 2 cups of mozzarella.
And that is conveniently
2
2
cups.
cups. Yeah. All right.
And then it's, oh wait, I have this one too. And then it's like 3/4 of a cup parm. But I have like this parm blend, which has parm, Asiago, and Romano. And then I have this, which has some other stuff in it.
Yeah.
So, what I was gonna do was just get a cup and then just kind of combine them until I have like approximately a full cup. Still haven't learned my kitchen.
In fairness, there's many cabinets.
There are many cabinets.
It's going to take a long time to figure it all out.
Put it all in, Mike says.
Also, there's nothing wrong with having just like an astounding amount of cheese.
In your house? That's about
Well, I was
3/4.
going to say in your dish.
Yeah. Well, there's more cheese yet.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here for that.
Because we have to add the ricotta, which is the best cheese. We have a subscription from Furious Kitty, and DishNet32 resubbed at 2 months. Thank you. Childe says, how much cheese do you want? Yes.
That is literally the correct answer.
I can't. I need a knife.
Cursed ricotta cheese container, preventing us from getting to your goodness.
That's better. Go there.
Oh my God.
It's so squishy.
It is squishy. It's a squishy boy.
Oh, it almost all came out like in a couple.
I think the correct cooking term is plunks.
Plunks.
Yeah, a few plunks.
Basically, we just put all this together and then we mix it up. So where am I? Next is an egg yolk.
We conveniently have an egg.
I know, I had to buy 6.
Can't buy just one egg.
No.
Capitalism.
And it's the yolk. Yolk.
That's a yolk.
Chill Girl says, wait, I love calzones. They're great. Sacrocelica says, you can buy 4 dozen at Costco.
Oh, you can buy 5 dozen at Costco.
Yeah.
You know, when you're sitting around at home and you're thinking, God, I really wish I had 60 eggs. That's where you go. You should go to Costco.
So next I put in a teaspoon of oregano.
Okay.
That's a 4th. So I'm doing this 4 times. And then salt and pepper. Do I really wanna? No, give me a second. I'm looking for pepper. These are alphabetized. There's pepper. I also need to find salt in here. In the pantry. Where is salt? There it is.
The fridge is wild. The fridge is more PG-13 than the stream could ever hope to be.
I almost had to ask Brandon where the salt was.
Brandon knows where everyone's salt is at all times.
How
does salt work?
to open raised spout, but I can't get it.
I don't know that I can help you. This is going to be kind of a you thing.
There we go.
You got it. The spout has been raised. The salt will be poured.
So it's a 4th teaspoon of salt. It's about that. And then an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. Rookie had salt. Beautiful. So now this gets mixed. And I'm going to only use the spatula because that's what I was using on the stove. And that might be a mistake. We'll find out. But it's just supposed to kind of be cohesive.
Yeah. And that will become cohesive very quickly.
King Karan says, how do you even measure 1/8 of a teaspoon if you only have the grinder kind? Normally I would use that, and I would just kind of, on mine, I just grind it into the lid, and then I just measure it out of the lid.
Yeah.
We have a subscription from the Register 0319. Welcome. Vagabond says, with your heart. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a very small measurement like that, I'm down for a with my heart measurement.
Yeah. It's just pepper. Oh, I found all the red pepper flakes in the bottom of the bowl.
It's looking good. It's resembling things I want to eat. Good problem to have.
Vagabond says, you do get a feel for it after years of cooking. Yes, you do.
Or even a month of cooking with trial by fire measurements.
Oh, too much pepper.
It also helps to know, like, that adjusting things minusculely, depending on the ingredient, just won't ruin things.
Yeah. I mean, some ingredients you start to learn, like, oh, that one don't mess with, but like, I can mess with this one.
Yeah, I mean,
like garlic, you can mess with garlic. How much garlic do we really want?
If you accidentally add like double the cayenne, you might have a pretty different dish.
Yeah. All right, so here's our filling, all mixed up. The other thing I need to prep, spinach is set because that's washed and ready to eat, but I need to get the mushrooms ready. Because we're gonna do spinach and mushrooms in our calzone.
Yeah, the badgers are already prepped.
Yeah. We have a subscription from Twilight Cat 24, and we had a 2-month resub from Cabry 29. Thank you. I can go live in there. Actually, I need that. Come back.
This can live in here for a very short time.
I gotta get some of the liquid off the mushrooms.
Juicy shrooms.
Lord Windshark says taco seasoning can become overwhelming if you measure with your heart, as I've learned.
Sometimes you just measure incorrectly. Sometimes a teaspoon becomes a tablespoon, and before long you have more taco seasoning than you could ever hope to have.
Chaz says, you can live in here. Oh wait, we want to move back in. Out you go. Chaz.
Chad's going straight for the heart today.
He is. So all I do with mushrooms is I just put them on a paper towel and then I just squeeze all the liquid out. Because we don't want to have soggy calzones, so we need to squeeze all the liquid out of the canned mushrooms.
I will say that this is an area where you and I differ on pizza.
Yeah.
Because Mal insists on doing this step on a pizza, and I have not found that it makes a terribly huge difference on the top of a pizza. Perhaps it will be different in a calzone. Certainly doing it doesn't hurt.
No.
But your mileage may vary on a pizza. I've made a lot of mushroom pizzas.
Mike says pizza doesn't need topping, plain cheese all the way.
I mean, there is definitely something to be said about a very well-made, like wood fire pizza that is basic. That I agree in the sense that is an incredible experience, and you really don't need anything on it, or maybe like very minimal toppings.
All right, so I have everything prepped, and it's time to start making the actual calzone.
I love that.
So with the pizza steel, it has to preheat for like way longer than normal. So I've actually had the oven on for a while, making that terrible whooshing noise.
Everyone watching has known the oven has been on.
I know.
Thank you, oven. Really appreciate you.
These can go live back here. And then it's time for this. I also need my pizza peel.
Pizza peel.
Actually, I want something else first.
Never mind.
Because I find I cannot make things on the peel very well because it's not flat.
So it has to be transferred to the peel.
Yes, I need my pan.
Okay.
Ooh, bit warm down there from the oven. I probably also want some flour, which I didn't pull out. Where's the flour? Behind the other things, of course. What are you doing?
Nothing. Definitely not showing the fridge magnets.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
So I just don't want this to stick. So I'm gonna put a little flour down. Chat says Steven.
What?
So here's my pizza dough. It's really only sticky on the one side. That's fine. And I took my bench cutter and used it for something else, and now it's dirty, so I'm gonna have to grab a knife.
It's fine.
That's not my knife drawer.
I mean, we still don't really know where we live.
Yeah.
We will figure it out. We will figure it out.
So I'm gonna cut this into 3 equal-ish sections because I'm making 3.
Sure. It's equal-ish.
Yeah, this one's a little big. That one
That can be mine.
yours.
Yeah. Oh, do we have too much food? Don't worry. I married a garbage disposal.
A cryptid garbage disposal. So I'm gonna start basically just making this into a little tiny pizza.
Little tiny pizza.
And I just like to kind of pinch and turn it. Becca says that's why he's tall.
It's true. I ate my food as a kid and I grew up. Thanks, Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup.
And I'm making these small because we've had a lot of pizza and we had a large lunch. And I figure that if you're hungry later, Steven, you can eat some of the leftover pizza.
It's true. There is still leftover pizza.
Mm-hmm. I also have another pizza crust because I got the flat kind, and then I also got the ball of pizza crust
Yeah.
because I wanted to make sure I had enough, and that was my concern. Trill Girl says, missed the beginning. Did you make your own dough or buy it from somewhere? I bought it today because everything is a lot when you're moving. So I tried to make things easy as possible on myself today.
It's also fair to just say sometimes everything is a lot as a concept.
It is.
I don't think anyone should ever beat themselves up if they just buy a thing that's already pre-made.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. It is nice to make stuff.
Oh, it is. I agree.
It is very nice. But sometimes you just gotta buy the dough.
Mm-hmm. Publix has great pizza dough available. That's what I got.
Yeah, we've bought that in the past too.
Mm-hmm. Walmart has it sometimes, and sometimes it's really great and the texture is perfect, and sometimes it's not, I've found. But when it's great, it's so good to work with. Mom was listening in and was curious. I mean, pizza dough's fun. Look at this little pizza I made.
It also heavily depends on like just how much time you have to commit to whatever you're doing. Because there's many dishes that they can be heavily extended in time.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
I was looking at ingredients when I was at the store for today, and there was like fancy ricotta and there was like fancy parmesan.
Yeah.
I could have gone all in, but I didn't. Okay. So this one is good. It's shrinking a little bit. So I'm gonna use it like a third of this filling.
As there are 3 calzones. Makes sense to me.
Seems like a little too much. Oh, I wanted to put toppings in. Forgot about that.
You're so excited about the calzone
I know,
process.
I am.
I don't even blame you.
Where it says, wait, you're not using the spinach? No, I am, I forgot. I'm just gonna use it to push the calzone filling around.
This is, of course, the appeal of doing a live cooking show, as opposed to one that is
some of the calzone in.
As opposed to one that's like heavily edited down. It's like, the chef forgot the key ingredient.
Not the key. Ricotta is the key ingredient.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's fair. Ricotta is really the star of the show.
Eat this.
Are you just eating spinach?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna shove some mushrooms in.
You gonna eat the mushrooms too?
No. I mean, I will.
The mushrooms were my contribution. Did we talk about it live on the stream this morning?
I think so. I think I asked you this morning what you wanted.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, pepperoni is great, but I've just consumed a lot of
Oh, this is really full.
meat. Oh my goodness.
It's fuller than I think it should be, but that's fine.
Well, this will be like a science experiment
Yeah.
then. We'll see how that one does compared to some of the other ones.
So I'm just like lightly tapping it together in some spaces. I'm going to crimp this edge, but I wanted to like fold it over first, so I could have it kind of here.
It is a big boy.
And then I'm just going to kind of roll this edge a little bit. Maybe I'll grab some of this egg white, so I use it anyway. And then just kind of like tuck that in there so it sticks. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's working.
Because otherwise I'm not using that. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just showing it off.
Okay.
Dipping in the egg white and then using it to get around the edge. I mean, it's happening.
Beautiful. I am going to slice the top of that,
Yeah.
but that's going to be in a minute. I need more room. You can live over there. You can live in the sink. I'll probably regret that later.
You can live in the sink.
And I need cornmeal. So the trick to using a pizza peel is using cornmeal, because it'll slide right off.
And you want to tell them where we got this pizza peel?
I got that from Etsy. There was someone that was making them. And I was like, yes, I will buy one of yours. They are very pretty.
There's great things on Etsy, man. Just people that like, they have no interest in turning it into like a big business. They're just like, they're having fun with it, and they're like, I want to make just a few things.
Yeah.
And they make really good stuff. Shout out to Etsy.
We have a subscription from Hugh1290. Thank you. Welcome to Calzone stream tonight.
Calzone stream.
Paper Moon says there's another flour too that's escaping my mind. Cephalina? Semolina maybe? Or like 00 flour, which is like what they use in Italy for pizza. It's like super fine. Anyway, this one is Steven's, so it's going to be larger.
Hell yeah. Put the toppings.
Put the toppings in your pizza?
Put the toppings.
I'll do yours the right order with the toppings on the bottom. The other thing I thought about doing when I went to grab the flour out of the closet pantry was we have artichoke hearts. That would have been good too.
Ooh, yeah, and that would have paired really well with spinach and mushroom. Well,
another time.
Another time.
Haley says, are ravioli small calzones? Haley, what about pizza rolls? Are pizza rolls raviolis? Asking the real questions. So I'm not trying to make these round because they don't need to be.
Sure. That part is not important.
Is that enough spinach?
Sure.
We have 300 bits from Twilight Cat. Update from last week's stream, we found a house. We're mostly moved in and have made a solid start on the paperwork side of moving, including getting a Costco membership. Awesome. Congrats on that. Glad the move part is over for you. Because that part sucks. We're still unpacking here.
Ask us how we know.
All right, so there's Steven's fillings.
My fillings.
And here's Steven's ricotta.
That's what I'm gonna be filled with. Very excited. Such a visceral sound.
This is going temporarily in the fridge. I don't want it to get too warm, and I'm not making the third one the second.
Sure.
And we're just gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna like fold it over and hopefully it doesn't like explode.
That's truly the hope with many things in life is, I hope this doesn't explode.
Look how much bigger yours is than mine.
Than this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it better whenever
Oh yeah, once I put them on there together.
Side by side. But it's true. It is considerably larger.
Please stick. That's better. Hugh gifted a sub to break all the pots. Thank you for the gift sub. Get in the zone, calzone. That's a calzone zone.
Calzone squared.
You want a square calzone?
I mean, I would be fine with that.
Okay, so you see how it ripped right here, and you can see that mushroom? That's
true.
okay, because I gotta slice the top
Yeah.
to let the steam out.
Also, imperfections.
There you go.
Make things beautiful and unique. So, yeah, mine's a little bit larger.
So we're just gonna slice these.
Are we making 3 or 2?
I'm gonna make 3, but I'm just doing 2 for now.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
So we're just gonna do little slices like this. And when you have a nice sharp knife like mine that I just had recently sharpened, it's super easy. Look how pretty.
Beautiful.
All right, these are ready to go in. So you wanna give them a good shake to make sure they're not stuck.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go in here. Actually, I need a handful of this to put on the steel.
Yeah, this is the fun part.
Oh, launching?
Launching.
Yeah, hopefully there's not a lot of smoke because this oven is pretty smoky. There we go.
A little on the edge there, but
A little bit. They're fine.
probably fine.
Yeah, it's on it. I can also shove it in a little further.
Solved. Cool.
So, it's supposed to hit 160 internally.
Yeah.
So, and I was looking because I was like, ah, shoot, I didn't write down my temperature and stuff online. And it looks like other recipes are saying like 25 minutes. So, I'll do this here. So I definitely hear it over that fan.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use this opportunity to return.
So in 25 minutes, I'm gonna temp it. And shortly, I will make the third one. But I also have a sauce to make.
You have a
for
sauce
dipping.
to make?
Yeah,
When
or
is
topping it with.
Yes.
That'll be next.
What, like right now?
I can wait a few minutes. I got some stuff to do to prep it, like cut up the San Marzanos. So, what were you gonna do?
Nothing. It's just I need to know if I should hold the camera or not. And it sounds like yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I get a slight break. Camera's very heavy.
You can take a break.
So just taking just a little break.
Little handbrake.
Just a little break.
Where are my cutting boards? Down
So
here.
the way I have this set up is that, you know, the camera's on battery, and then whenever I bring it back here, I plug it back into a power bank.
Put it on a drone.
Aerial view. Hugh, 1290 gifted 2 subs to Paper Moon and Shattered Muse. Thank you. And Penguin Frog gifted a sub to Tiny Cat Crafting.
Tiny Cat Crafting. That's a cute name.
Thank you, Penguin Frog. Haley says, I'll break your camera. Hey, don't actually. Please don't.
Please
do that.
don't.
Please don't do that. I'm just gonna ask nicely just the one time, just please don't do that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Steven, I don't know if you remember this sauce, but I've made it before.
What?
Did you put this in the fridge? This sauce is a sauce that I've made, and we were like, oh, that sauce is good. Let's make it, and we've made it for other things.
Oh, is just this the sauce that I also have made, where it's just like San Marzano's and olive oil and salt?
No, this is a chunky sauce.
This is a chunky sauce.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can just like point it down a little bit.
I can, don't tell me that I can't carry this camera.
Dishnet gifted a sub to Calzones.
Multiple calzones?
Multiple calzones.
They're multiplying?
So I
guess
wanted to
there are
use
two.
San Marzano's because they're great, and it's not currently like tomato season yet.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a bowl.
A bowl?
Yes, here we go. So I wanted to use San Marzano's for that reason.
Yeah.
I could also just blend this, Steven, and make a smooth sauce, but would you rather have a chunky tomato sauce?
Chunky's fine. That was your original plan.
Yeah, but it's easier to blend it.
Why don't you do whatever your heart tells you to do, Mal?
Blend it.
Okay, there's no wrong answer. This is your cooking show. You can do whatever you'd like.
It will be a lot easier. So for this, we do something similar where we have something on the stovetop, and we're gonna saute some things and make the sauce. So I'm just putting some olive oil in, and then we're gonna saute some garlic, and then we're gonna throw the tomatoes in. And then we're gonna add some other things. I put the garlic over here.
So more garlic going in now.
And that's the end of the garlic for the recipe, so I'm gonna put my cold stuff away.
All right.
I'm gonna bring these over here because I'll need them. And what else do I need? Italian seasoning, sugar, and salt.
San Marzano's are very delicious.
They are. If you're going to splurge on one item for things, San Marzano's. They're definitely better than other canned tomatoes.
Yeah, it is. That is something that we even tried ourselves.
Yeah.
And because I'm someone that's a bit of a stickler of like, there's no reason to spend the extra money on this.
Oh yeah, Steven
this
is
thing.
like, this item is 2 cents cheaper per unit.
I do that.
Yeah.
And I am like, no, you should buy nice tomatoes. They make a huge difference.
We get ours from Costco. They come in a 3-pack.
Yeah.
We have 300 bits from Hugh, who says, hey guys, I love cooking and I love the new kitchen. Thank you. There's a lot of things I like about this kitchen. It's bigger than our old kitchen, which is great.
It was really nice on Sunday when we had pizzas.
Yeah.
Because we could put out all of the pizzas. Because we have like this area over here for like putting stuff. So we were able to just put pizzas over there. It was really nice.
So I've sauteed my garlic. Now I'm gonna put in the San Marzano's. And they are whole in here.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, should I cut these up? But I think I'm just going to blend them once it's kind of warm.
Okay.
Oh, that is hot on my hand. Let's just move that aside a little bit. Okay. Maybe turn that down a little bit too. Okay, so you can see we got like the whole San Marzano's in here. They're great.
Well, there's not. I can get like kind of close.
Here, there's one.
There we go. Thank you.
So we just kind of want to heat this. It's not going to take very long. 300 bits from Valix Butterfly. San Marzano's are best tomatoes. They are. Only topped by fresh from a garden tomatoes. Let's see, 2 teaspoons Italian. That's not Italian, that's oregano. And I'm supposed to put sugar in, but these are super sweet, so I am gonna put a little bit, but I'm probably gonna end up tasting it and seeing how I feel about it before I put in all the sugar I'm supposed to be putting in.
That's fair.
And then it's 1.5 salts. So I'm just mixing it up and letting this heat. And I accidentally got a lot of the salt on my little spatula.
Not your little spatula.
Well, it's not in the food then. There we go. And then sugar. What was sugar? How many? It wants, oh, it doesn't want many. It wants 1/4 teaspoon, so I can do that. I'll add that. Bella Bunny gifted a sub to Deep Dragon. Thank you. And then Deep Dragon gifted 5 subs too. Can you help me, Steven?
Yes.
Richard Ashby, Shade White, Just Some Old Man, Will Peters, and Robobear. Thank you, Deef. And then Slick Duke sent 300 bits. So what's your favorite kind of calzone? There's a calzone restaurant in St. Louis, and I love getting the one filled with chicken, pine nuts, and other things with pesto on the side. That sounds delicious.
Sorry, Safari like broke.
Oh, Safari had a
Let me
problem.
fix it. That didn't fix it. Okay, well. Cool. All right.
Thanks,
well,
Safari.
it's fine. Oh, Kep's over there. Hi, bud.
Oh, he's stuck.
Are you stuck?
Are you stuck up there?
Little man. He can get down.
Are you sure he can get down?
I've seen him do it before. He just doesn't really like to do it.
Whoop.
Which is fair. Little guy.
He cute though.
He is cute.
Anyway, this is the sauce.
Look at that sauce.
Look at that sauce.
Get a load of that sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Anyway,
looking.
this is heating, and we're waiting on the calzones, and those have like 16 minutes left.
Okay.
So this will be done way before.
Okay. Is there anything else to do with the sauce?
Blend it smooth, but I've also kind of just been chopping it, so we
No.
may just leave it chunky.
Yeah. That's I
Because
don't.
washing the immersion blender is another thing to wash right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. Just leave it.
If you came in late, we have no dishwasher or garbage disposal or a full kitchen sink.
It's fine. Soon, the landlord will take care of our problems. Soon.
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 Well, that's still pretty chunky.
Soon.
Oh, I have water, I forgot. We have 200 bits from Hugh, thank you. And 300 bits from Will, who says, does Kepler...
Yeah, listen,
My hands are full of like,
okay, well,
enjoy his sunroom. He very much enjoys his sunroom. He's this blob.
he is that blob.
And I'm gonna tell you guys, but he can't know. His birthday's coming up and I bought him a new cat tree. It already got here.
It's like the old cat tree, but a third of the size.
It is
because
about a third of the height
is
because
now
he's an old man. And he'll get up there and then he'll be like, today not good day to jump down from cat tree. Chaz says close and reopen it, or close and open a good browser. We have a subscription from PK Daisy, thank you. Deef wants to know how long the plumbing has been busted in the kitchen. Well, when we moved in, or did our tour when we got keys, we were like, garbage disposal a little broken. And we put it on our move-in checklist. And after living here, last week I tried it again and it definitely broken.
It's, it's not great.
No.
It's not.
This is starting to bubble a little bit, so I just stirred it up some more. I'm also gonna grab a spoon and taste test it. That's really good.
Oh my God. Sorry. If people
Oven's
could
haunted,
see,
John.
if people could see what I'm doing right now, it's insane.
There's a fan on my oven, John, that sounds like a tornado. And even after I turn it off, it takes a good hour for it to cool down enough before it shuts the fan off itself. We're making calzones if you're coming in late. That's what we're doing. Steven is holding the camera.
I can't do this. I'm trying
Go set
so
it down.
hard
It's fine.
to do this with one hand while holding a camera, and I just can't. It has to go back here. I can't even reach the keyboard. All right, there we go. All right, let me solve this with my body. Oh.
What?
I can't. Oh.
What?
I can't reach the keyboard.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can reach the keyboard.
Well, I can.
You
It's
can reach
fine.
across the entirety of the counter.
Yeah, I actually don't know what's happening.
At all?
Don't worry about it. I'll fix it because I can fix anything.
You can, I believe that.
Thanks. That's the correct notion.
The correct wife statement to say to her husband.
Just wish I knew what. Stupid piece of crap. Okay.
What was
There-
that?
Yeah, I'm just. There is a reason that happens, and I don't know. Like there's something that triggers that behavior, and I don't know what it is that triggers that behavior. I'd love to find that out at some point. Anyway, I solved it. We had a subscription from DJ Kaizo. Welcome.
Welcome. Anyway, now that I can see Chad again. Daddy long legs.
Well, daddy long arms.
You have long legs too.
What? No.
Yes. Daddy long limbs, Renee says.
Daddy long limbs is a good name.
Daddy long appendages.
These are very constrictive shorts. I can't lift my legs as high. That's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the sauce is getting
Warm.
saucy. And then, we still have like a little bit on these.
Yeah, we do.
But then that's it, right? Like we just
Oh, that's
put
it, yeah.
them.
We're good.
Okay, well that's good.
I should find my thermometer. Here it is, because I will want to temp that. It is difficult to guess. I'll need this yet. I don't need these things.
Yeah, Chaz is suggesting that you assemble the third.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just making
Oh, okay.
some space.
Well, Peter says, do the walking downstairs bit. Now, the walking upstairs bit, that's the hard one. That's you have to start low. I can't do that. Now take
Can
the
you
elevator.
stir that over there?
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, turn it down a little bit. Renee says, okay, do the elevator. You're not, oh, I just ripped the stove. That's fine.
Beep, beep, beep. We do have fun here.
We do. We have so much fun. 300 bits from Twitchy Toes. Steven, every malfunction can be explained using the worst web browsers available for Mac, aka Safari. Chaz wants to know why the elevator was reversing.
Well, it was backing on up. If your elevator's beeping, you're over the weight limit. Well, you know, I've eaten a lot of pizza lately.
You have. Oh, he's stuck. He's crying.
Oh, buddy.
You just had to give that a little stir. Now you can go help the boy.
Buddy. Let me go. Hold on. Let me show them what the process is like for this. Hey, buddy. Here, let me lock this in the best I can. Hey, pal, you need an assistance?
Lunar says, Brandon, go help your best friend.
Hey, pal.
Wow!
Hey, bud. Come here. All the way.
Kippy needs an escalator.
Oh, just be. You're on the lab though, so let's. There we go. Yeah, you can probably see now why he needs a different cat tree.
Yeah.
When he starts whining, because he's like, it's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Help, Kippy.
In fairness, you know.
It's scary.
Yeah, in fairness, it is scary.
He's just a little boy.
He's a little boy. It's high in the air. Poor little guy. Very excited about calzones.
I'm very excited about calzones. Trying to get it unstuck.
I do like putting meat in my calzone.
I did not give you that option today. Although I sorted it, I was like, what do you want?
You went to the store. I could
Yeah.
have said anything.
I did see pepperoni, and I thought maybe I should get it, but then I was like, no.
No, I didn't need it. You know what I've never heard of, and I guess you could do. This will make some
Mushroom
people.
is the meat of the ground.
That's what I'm always saying. This might make some people irrationally angry. You could make a Hawaiian calzone. You could. I'm someone that doesn't have a problem with pineapple on pizza, and you know, you could do it.
What about buffalo chicken? Mike says, you shouldn't. I trust Mike.
I mean, but you could. There's nothing. You know, I like all pizzas. I don't think I've ever come across something on a pizza that I didn't enjoy.
Spinach wrap says, it's a dough pocket. You can put whatever you want in it.
It's true.
Noah says, I'm glad we can
crust.
finally relate to something on pizza.
But yeah, buffalo chicken would be very good. Greek, because the Greek pizza that we just got.
Oh yeah,
was
the Greek
very
pizza we had
good.
was so good.
It was
It
very
had
good.
Kalamata olives, it had feta, it had onions and tomatoes.
Scrambled eggs. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're going to lose me on marinara. But yeah, you could do like a breakfast calzone. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. What would you put in a breakfast calzone? Like, there's obvious things, right? Like breakfast, if you do scrambled eggs, cheddar cheese, bacon, possibly sausage. I don't know that I'd do both. I'd pick one or the other. Tomatoes. I would do tomatoes. Oh my God, hash browns.
Ooh, hash browns, that would be so good.
Hash browns.
You think I can launch this in behind the others?
White gravy. Ooh, that's a good, yeah, you could use white gravy as the sauce. Anyway, what?
Do you think I could launch this in behind the others?
Are you asking me if I think you can do it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's possible.
Is there space? Oh boy, those are, it's not quite possible.
Oh my God, they got
very large.
They got very large. They kind of anyway.
Can you put this in the fridge?
Sure.
I gotta stir the sauce. Yeah, we'll wait on that third one to go in.
Yeah, there's not room. They have expanded wildly. Nemo from the Hills gifted 5 subs to Esper Magic. Sombra Noir, Anime 1990-11, Mew Rocks, and Jennifer Jack. Nemo, thank you.
We only have 4 minutes left. Show the camera. I'm gonna
getting
temp
there.
them in 4 minutes and we'll show you then. Calzone, but an ostrich egg yolk. Not bad.
When are we getting our ostrich egg?
Aren't they in season in May?
Oh my God, they are, aren't they? Oh shoot, this is it. This is the month. When am I doing a cooking stream
Yeah.
to cook ostrich egg?
Find your ostrich eggs and then order one.
I'll try.
Chaz says, Chaz face.
I don't know if I can. Can I show the thing from here?
What? The oven? I should probably move this third one because I will need the peel.
Oh, you're in my shot.
Okay, give me a second.
I want to show the, I don't even know if I can. It's very far away. Yeah, that's the clearest shot I can get. You can kind of make out that it is big now. But you know, big is okay. We got now it big. Sometimes things get big.
We probably want plates, and I have to dry plates.
Oh no. It's fine.
Pancakes and bacon and calzone, I would eat that. Yeah. Carly used to do that where she would put bacon, and then once it was cooked, she would just pour pancake batter on top and then flip them.
Without cutting up the bacon strip?
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's harder to cut it that way. I'd probably crunch it up. I'm also super curious.
Yes, please.
Bacon.
How do you like your bacon, Mike says?
Crispy or not crispy?
Crispy, but not burnt. I don't want to feel like I'm eating charcoal.
Well, I don't think most people would willingly choose burnt bacon. I'm not saying burnt, but crispy. Yeah, that's the other word I should have said, chewy. Crispy or chewy, right? I'm curious what are the options we're putting. Crispy, not crispy?
None for me.
Thanks. Also fair.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, chewy bacon is.
Thomas says it's got a crunch.
Yeah, chewy bacon can be good. Like I'm not going to send it back, but like if I get the choice, oh, crispy bacon.
Yeah.
Crispy bacon. Crispy.
Both, it's bacon, Lindsay says. Yeah.
I very much like the crispy bacon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's also like different types of bacon.
Yeah. John wants to know why Americans like burnt bacon so much.
I don't think we do. I mean, I'll eat burnt bacon because it's still bacon, but I don't want it burnt. I just want it crispy. Those are different.
Yeah.
You can make bacon crispy before it gets burnt. What I really like, and I haven't had in a Reese wants bacon so crisp it shatters when you bite it. Yes. Yeah. No. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that sounds great. But it doesn't have to be burnt. Like if you take a strip of bacon,
you have 40 seconds.
It should be straight, erect. That's not a good word for bacon, but it should be hard. That's not better. Anyway, but when you take it and you go, it should shatter into a million pieces. You know, that's my humble opinion. Also, none of the words I used were incorrect. They're just not.
Are you going to grab the camera?
Yeah. Are you doing something?
I am. The timer is up in 15 seconds.
Oh, I love that because that means we're one step closer to the
and
consumption.
now a word from her fridge. Are you ready to see these?
Yeah, it's a sight to behold. Look at those monsters.
Oh yeah, those are definitely hot enough. Those are time to come out.
Time to come out. Time to get.
I'm gonna have to take these out one at a time. I also probably need a thing to help.
Okay, well.
What do I want to use?
For getting it out?
No. Oh wait, this will actually, no. What would be good to use? What do I have?
Did you turn off the oven?
The oven? No, I gotta put the other one in.
Oh, that's right. Oh, well then you should probably hurry.
It's fine.
It's probably fine. I don't overthink it. Hopefully it goes well.
What I want.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is what I want to do.
There you go. Just do them both.
I'll let that sit there for a second and you can like do that.
They look good. You know, they're a little,
I found that when using a wooden pizza peel, if you let it sit for a little bit, it'll pull some of the moisture out of the bottom of a crust so it doesn't get too soggy.
this is very sexy music for a very
I'm gonna just launch this one.
sexy moment. The only thing I'm thinking about right now is that that will scald me.
Oh yes, it will definitely scald you.
The outside,
I'm actually gonna retemp it.
the outside will scald me, and the inside will really scald me.
Yeah, that's getting over 170.
And is that what you're aiming for?
I was aiming for 160.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having you sometimes say what you're doing
Thank you.
because there is no, because
Look how
you are the
beautiful
recipe.
They are. Yeah.
Huh?
Look how beautiful they are.
They are beautiful.
I gotta take a picture.
Yeah. They look delicious. Especially when they get dipped in some sauce.
Perfect. Anyway, you ready?
I'm always ready. They should probably be cut open.
For a nice cross section?
That, and also because they need to cool or they're going to kill us.
Yeah.
That's my foremost
Hear
belief.
that? It's nice and crispy.
It does look very good.
Come on. There we go. Look at that. Look at the bottom, nice and crispy. Beautiful.
My goodness.
It's 1,000,000 degrees.
It does seem very hot.
Anyway, you want yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my.
Get that ASMR knife scrape. It's thicker than normal, but it works. Yeah, it got real puffy in the oven. I need a
Sometimes in
small
life-
bowl or something.
Sometimes
yeah.
in life you get puffier than you expected, and you know what? Sometimes you just have to embrace that. Ooh,
And
boy.
a measuring cup.
Oh boy.
What?
This is almost bigger than the plate. Do y'all see? Oh, it smells delicious.
It
It
does.
smells better than when I was over there. Like hovering above it is a big nice. I'm a big fan.
What kind of bread did I use again? I used a pre-made pizza dough from the grocery store that's in the deli. It comes in like a bag.
Give up the ghost.
Katsiki says,
There we go.
continuing with the sexy music.
This
I want
old
to cut mine a
man.
little bit more.
Let me grab a
bowl?
bowl.
Oh, a fork?
Are we sharing? I thought we were sharing.
Oh, we
that.
could.
Sorry. I mean, if you don't want to share
Mm-hmm.
with me
Can I have a spoon?
a spoon,
Thank you. I'm just gonna like spoon some of the sauce into
yeah,
this bite.
we can probably share that thing a little bit. Yeah, I didn't get a knife for this.
Oh, I just used that knife.
Yeah, I may have to.
Oh,
do
it's real
that.
hot. I bet you couldn't guess that.
That's weird. How'd that happen? Who could have done this? Okay, do a cut. Do a cut. There we go.
It's really hot.
It looks exceptionally hot.
I'm burning my hand in my mouth. Where'd my water go?
Oh my God, it's clearly on fire.
It is clearly on fire. It's 140 degrees.
Oh my God, that's very good.
It is very good.
That is very, first off, I just need a, that's very good on its own. Mm-hmm. And then also combined with this, oh wow. Oh man.
Oh, sorry, cornmeal bags and Stevens. That bar.
Mmm. Man, that's some good stuff. And this is like wildly different from pizza. It really is. Like after having eaten pizza for like 3 days, this is very different.
Excuse me.
Knife. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, so my first thought is that I need a lot more sauce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut this a little bit here, and then I'm gonna get
Dip this piece of
sauce
bread in the sauce.
It's actually cooling down very quickly.
Warren says, why aren't we putting the tomato sauce on the calzones? I don't know.
There's really no reason not to, because I'm literally doing it piece by piece. I guess maybe one argument for doing it piece by piece is that the crust would stay crispier longer, which might be fair, because the crispiness of the crust is real nice, especially as a contrast to the ooey gooey cheesy insides.
Chess says the calzone cops will come for you.
God, that's so good. Oh my God. It's a few things. It's the ricotta cheese with the crispiness of the exterior, and the sauce is very good. Like it's just those things. And that combination, just those three important things, are doing so much here. God, it's good. Oh, I really like that. Yeah, so if you came in late, Mal was saying that like the last time that we did this, that Mal made this dish, was that in Colombia?
No.
It was in our Myrtle Beach apartment?
It was.
But we moved back in 2012.
Yeah.
So like, it could possibly have been like a decade since we made these. And man, they're just real good. They're just really good. You actually can't. Normally, I don't know how other people are. I'm someone that doesn't really use a knife much for anything.
Yeah.
Kind of grew up in a household where we just use the side of the fork for most things. Like there's some things you can't do that for, right? Like steak or something. But I really grew up like just using the side of the, just kind of, because that's just the way we did it. And this is, you can't do that. Like you have to have a sharp object to get through this crust or it ain't gonna work out.
Chill Day says, don't wait a decade until the next time. I won't.
Yeah, yeah, because this is just, I could drink that sauce. I'm serious. I totally could. I'm someone that was really grossed out by the thought of like V8. Like I can't drink V8.
Yeah, I am too.
But if it was just this, oh, I could. I could drink 12 ounces.
What, V8 with garlic and Italian seasoning?
It's different. It has to be this. It has to be sauce.
Hot.
Oh my God. Ever eat a candy bar with a fork and a knife? No. No. Candy bars don't last long around me. There's not enough time to acquire utensils if there's a candy bar. I mean, it's just, it's like a banana. Unwrap, insert. I move pretty quick. I'm not really a big candy person, admittedly. Like, I like to taste candy, but I don't sit around and spend a lot of time eating candy.
I like hard candy.
I can eat the crap out of cookies.
Or licorice. Red vines.
Oh, we're gonna need more
Sauce? Okay, go get more.
I gotta refill this, because I could actually be just decimating this sauce right now. Like they'll write books about what happened to all of the sauce. Were you using the measuring cup? Oh my God. Whoo!
Extreme Broccoli says, a fellow red vine lover. Yes, best.
Yeah, Mal,
I actually almost picked some up today.
Mal really likes red vines. And it's not that she won't eat Twizzlers, it's just that she prefers the red vines.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that I can taste a huge difference between the two, but I'm also not a big licorice person.
Now I'm warm in here.
Oh my God! You know what? No, just more.
Just more.
Like
There is a lot.
It's just there's not. There could be. Yeah. I'm just gonna drown this a little bit, and like, why wouldn't I? The sauce is so good. I'm just gonna really. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like a little lake.
A lake of sauce.
A little saucy lake.
Is it hot?
It's not burning.
It's cool enough now. Okay.
Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh my God.
There's your cup.
It wasn't until that bite where my brain was like, you have not had a liquid. And I'm like, oh, I need a liquid now.
I think it could use more spinach, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, like, look at this good cross section.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And the spinach on mine is on the top because I didn't plan ahead. But it could use more. How's this one doing? Oh, this one's getting puffy too.
I covered my lab when I did the ice.
Okay, Kurad says, that's loud ice.
Just imagine if I hadn't have done it.
All right.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Man, that was great. That was super great. That's super great. This is great. We'll finish this off camera.
The other one's gonna be done in 12 minutes.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Before I let y'all go, I've got a few new vlogs out, so
go check them out.
Check them out. The other thing, I think the most pressing thing, is to let you know that on Friday that's the release of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm wearing a Zelda shirt. I did not plan this. I just realized that it's a Zelda shirt. But we're gonna be doing Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out. So. Stream starts at, that's on my channel. Yeah, that one. Stream starts at like 8 p.m. Somewhere between 7:40 and 8 p.m. Pre-show is 7:40. And it's going to be done in the same style that we've always done it.
For Breath of the Wild?
Where we take turns. We take turns every like 10, 15 minutes.
We'll take breaks.
Read
alerts, look at art.
Chaz has got some fun alerts.
Chaz has done amazing work.
We actually got a chance to see them in action after breakfast stream this morning, and holy crap, I'm very excited for that.
Hopefully
So-
we get to pet dogs.
Oh, certainly.
Any streams from Mal on Thursday? Not this week.
No, this week's stream is tonight, and we'll see if we have. I'm sure we'll probably be doing another mouse stream next week. Probably be cooking still.
Dog.
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 500 Penguin Frog says, "Do we have big alerts for this stream yet?" We don't have anything different, but they do scale, right? So
Yeah.
like big amounts on mouse stream creates more paint.
Yes.
Which is cool, and that works for both bits and for gift
We do
subs,
have things
which is fun.
planned. They're not done yet.
Yeah, this
Or
is
started maybe.
as
I
a
don't
fun
know.
as a fun reminder.
Things have been busy.
This is Mal's 4th stream. You know, so you're getting it. You're getting the hang of it. It's not like you haven't already streamed with me for several years.
Yeah.
Which probably helps.
Yeah. I
yeah.
think coming up with things like overtime too is good. Like,
And Chaz says Phase B of
In
Mal
memes.
alerts to come soon.
yeah.
Yeah, we've had some other things that we're going to be working towards. Right now, the priority has been on Zelda because Zelda has a deadline.
Yeah. And this has just been fun.
Yeah. So, do you have someone that we're raiding?
Who did we raid last week?
You're asking me to recall
Who did we
information
raid last week?
that is older than like
I know.
2 days, so it's impossible. I can't recall that. You should just pick. It's easier that way.
We raided Josh?
Did
Okay.
we raid Josh? We raided Josh.
Okay. Then I think I want to raid Tom.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to continue to ask Chaz for that. Yeah.
Thank you. What's our raid message?
Better figure it out soon.
Just yell calzone at Tom.
Just yell calzone
All
at
caps.
Tom. Just all caps.
All caps.
Calzone.
Calzone.
As opposed to cryptid garbage disposal.
No, just yell calzone at him.
Erect bacon was great too. No one can tell you what to write.
Oh, Daddy Longlimbs is really good.
Mal,
We're going to stick with calzone.
sure. Thanks again for being here. Breakfast stream Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern.
And
then
Tears of the Kingdom Friday.
Tears of the Kingdom Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
We also have a 2-month resub from Cobalt Custard. Thank you.
Cobalt, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. And we're going to be playing it for like a year, so hope you like Zelda. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you Thursday morning for breakfast stream.
Yeah.
Cheers. I'm touching grass.
People are saying just yell calzone at Tom.
Calzone! Mal, did you make a calzone?
It's
I
true.
did, Tom.
Enter the Mal zone, eat a calzone. Shut up. Nobody will sit there and say,
Oh man, God, these were so good, Mel.
Thank you.
So good. All right. Sorry, it's an emotional. It's like a
You've
religious
had
experience.
2 emotional meals today.
I did?
Yeah, you said lunch was emotional.
Oh, yeah. That was emotional for a different reason. That was I had a sandwich for lunch, and that sandwich was like 3 sandwiches. It was a bit much. It was a lot of sandwich. Yeah, Brandon had the same sandwich, and Brandon does not want to talk about it. It's just a big sandwich. All right, that is it. Hope y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. This is fun.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you next week for another, mouse stream.
Yeah.
Eventually we will. I do want to make sure folks know. Eventually we will get back to art.
Yeah.
Moving is hard.
Moving
but-
is very hard.
But in the meantime, I know that it's been really fun for you to explore cooking.
It's been great. It
which is
has.
something that you just wanted to do for such a long time, and I'm happy about that. All right, folks, have a good one. We will see you Thursday morning for breakfast stream.